Hey guys, it's Blue from Main Games, and this is Tip Tuesday, episode number 18, and in this video I'm going to be going over smoke spots for mid on both the Valve Mirage and Mirage CE. So the first smoke we're going to go over is the cat smoke for the Valve version. So what you're going to want to do is line up in the corner right here next to Palace or A Halls. And then you'll see this gap between the two buildings. There is a post right there, and you're going to want to put your crosshair right in the middle of the top of the post, and it looks kind of like a ball. And then you just run forward 1 or 2 steps and jump, and then release. And you'll see it lands right here, and it'll smoke out both the ladder room and this whole area of cat coming from B. So he really can't peek connector. So if you're doing a connector strat where you're going mid to A, then you'll want to use that smoke. Okay, so the next smoke we're going to cover is one that smokes out connector, which is that thing right there. It leads to A. So what I see a lot of people doing is just coming over here and throwing it like this. However, that leaves you very vulnerable to both connector and window, depending on how far you go out. So you can actually throw it from this pipe on the wall right here, and then you're not visible from mid. So all you have to do is line up next to that pipe, and then put your crosshair on the left side of that antenna, the far left, and then raise it up so it's about halfway to the first wire in the sky, and you'll see it lands about there. As you can see, what this does is it blocks out this guy from peeking. However, if they're in A over here, they can see you going cat. So if you're doing a mid to cat strat, I do recommend throwing that smoke because it stops the initial peek from connector. But I'd also recommend throwing a smoke just like this once you have everything else smoked off, because as you can see, that'll land higher up, and it'll block the entire view from A, making it much easier to go into cat without getting killed from A. Okay, so the final smoke I'm going to show you on the Valve edition of Mirage is going to be the window smoke. So again, we're going to come over to A Halls or Palace, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to line up next to this right here. So just put your crosshair around there, and then look in the middle, and you'll see 2 wires crossing. Aim your crosshair about to that level, and then just move over to the left so it's almost in line with the building, as you can see there. And then run forward and release as soon as you hit the wall, or even a little bit before, and you'll see it goes all the way, and that'll smoke out all of window, making mid much easier to control as a terrorist. Okay, so we're now going to move on to the CE edition of Mirage, and this will be on ESCA if you play that, and it is the standard Mirage edition. So what we're going to do is throw this window smoke, and to do that we're going to want to line up in the corner of T-spawn and then aim at this green box. There are 3 lines, as you can see right there. You're going to want to aim in the middle of the second and third line that I just shot at. And then bring your crosshair all the way up to the top of the mountain there, and then run forward, raise your crosshair a little bit, and it should land in there. As you can see, that only smoked out the left side of the window, so if you want to smoke to the right side, you can just aim a little more to the right. But even this smoke does still help, because he is going to have to shift over, and you should be able to pick him off if he does so, because he's usually going to be on the right side of the window trying to pick you at mid, so it is still helpful. Okay, so the next one we're going to show you is the mid connector smoke. So again, we're going to want to line up in this corner, and then you'll see that there's this wooden post. You're going to want to aim just to the left of that, and then have your crosshair meet the mountain, and then basically just take 2 steps forward and release. And then you'll see it lands right in front of connector, and this will smoke out that entire thing. But just like the Valve edition, it won't smoke out the entire thing, so you'll still want to throw that extra smoke like that. But again, it does stop the connector player from peeking mid at the beginning of the round, which is really all you want it for, because he can't peek you like this, as you can see. So it's still a good smoke, but I do recommend throwing that extra smoke after you take control of mid. Okay, so the final smoke I'm going to show you for this video is one that smokes out cat on the competitive edition version. So all you're going to want to do is line up so your body is parallel with the right side of that A letter sign, and then just run forward and throw it over that building, and it should land roughly around there, as you can see. So if I go here, you can see that he has no view of connector, which is basically what the point of this smoke is. He can still push up and view mid, but if you have someone peeking that while your team goes connector, then it should be helpful. As you can see, you can just have someone sitting here watching for that push, and he might get aggressive because of that smoke, giving you a free, easy kill. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and definitely subscribe if you want to see more tip videos. I do one every Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. Alright, peace.